Right, so had a couple of questions from this video that I did yesterday. And people were basically like, so what were the stories? I want to know the story. So I'm just going to tell you a couple of the stories, and then I'll just leave you to make your own decisions about that and whether or not it is what a lot of us think it is. Right, in no particular order, here we go. The first big weird thing that was kind of odd to me, and even as a kid sat odd with me, was after my mom and dad split, my mom made this very like verbal, like loud, very blatant oath that she would never be with another man ever again. And she said that it was because she, as raised as a Catholic, believed that she had made that vow forever and that they were going to be married in the afterlife, even though they weren't together in real life. And she like really, really leaned hard into that, even years and years and years after she and my father split. There was even like a doctor that was interested in her at one time. I mean, he worshipped the ground that she walked on and like would have given her anything and everything she ever wanted. And she was repulsed by him. Like when we would say, hey, so-and-so wants to take you out on a date, she would do that whole like, ugh. So yeah, just like really hated men, not interested in men after she left my dad. So she was completely celibate and like on her own after that. My mom is dead, by the way, which is why I'm telling these stories. The second big thing is all throughout my childhood, after she split up with my dad, my mom had these, well, really, even before she split with my dad, she had all these odd female friends. And most of them were also, they were all like different versions of my mom almost in a way. But she would hang out with these female friends. And I remember as a kid, she would take me to some of their houses. And there was one friend in particular. She would take me to this friend's house, and this friend's teenage daughter would come out and be like, okay, EB, come on, let's go. And I would go play with them. And if I came in the house to look for my mom, she would be nowhere to be found. And then there was also like a long-term roommate situation that happened as well. And then they had a big fight and they split up. I say split up, they were no longer roommates. And also a preoccupation when I was in high school with my female friends. My mom a lot of the time would say, oh, that girl is a lesbian and that's why she wants to be friends with you, which I always thought was really weird because A, I didn't care if they were, and B, like weird. That's weird. A weird thing to say to your kid. But yeah, all of that coupled with the kind of obsession with my like of men with long hair and her calling them women, all of those things kind of are starting to make me wonder